I failed in some subjects in exam, but my friend passed in all. Now he is an engineer in Microsoft and I am the owner of Microsoft. Television is not real life. In real life, people actually have to leave the coffee shop and go to jobs. Intellectual property has the shelf life of a banana. I believe that if you show people the problems and you show them the solutions, they will be moved to act. Information technology and business are becoming inextricably interwoven. I don't think anybody can talk meaningfully about one without talking about the other. Look at the clock when you are sitting idle. But never look at the clock when you are working. It's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lessons of failure. Don't compare yourself with anyone in this world. If you do so, you are insulting yourself. It's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lessons of failure. We always overestimate the change that will occur in the next 2 years and underestimate the change that will occur in the next 10. Don't let yourself be lulled into inaction. We've got to put a lot of money into changing behavior. Television is not real life. In real life, people actually have to leave the coffee shop and go to jobs. Well, I think any author or musician is anxious to have legitimate sales of their products, partly so they're rewarded for their success, partly so they can go on and do new things. In American math classes, we teach a lot of concepts poorly over many years. In the Asian systems, they teach you very few concepts very well over a few years. Although I don't have a prescription for what others should do, I know I have been very fortunate and feel a responsibility to give back to society in a very significant way. I read a lot of obscure books, and it is nice to open a book. When the PC was launched, people knew it was important. Like almost everyone who uses email, I receive a ton of spam every day. Much of it offers to help me get out of debt or get rich quick. It would be funny if it weren't so exciting. DOS is ugly and interferes with users' experience. There are no significant bugs in our released software that any significant number of users want fixed. Just in terms of allocation of time resources, religion is not very efficient. There's a lot more I could be doing on a Sunday morning. We should all grow our own food and do our own waste processing. We really should. As we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. In this business, by the time you realize you're in trouble, it's too late to save yourself. Unless you're running scared all the time, you're gone. I really had a lot of dreams when I was a kid, and I think a great deal of that grew out of the fact that I had a chance to read a lot. I want to admit that I am an optimist. Any tough problem, I think it can be solved. The US couldn't even get rid of Saddam Hussein. And we all know that the EU is just a passing fad. They'll be killing each other again in less than a year. I'm sick to death of all these fascist lawsuits. We are in the throes of a transition where every publication has to think of their digital strategy. I failed in some subjects in exam, but my friend passed in all. Now he is an engineer in Microsoft and I am the owner of Microsoft. The world has been very careful to pick very few diseases for eradication, because it is very tough.